Like, comment, subscribe, just like that. Boom. Wait a minute, just like that. A-Dubb, you ready? Wait a minute. What's up, everybody? It's your boy Allan Wade. Thank you so much for joining me. You see the brother SE600 sewing and embroidery machine in the background. Today we're going to be embroidering a design that was digitized for a client, and they're having a little bit of issues while I'm trying to embroider the design. So this is a stitch along video for that specific client so that they can have an easier time embroidering this onto different types of fabric, because every fabric is not created equal. I hope you guys enjoy this video, and it's a very, very important video for everybody to watch so you guys can understand that embroidery is not just plug and play. And I know a lot of you guys know that already. You guys can pick that up from the videos, but without further ado, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already for more content like this, for more hands-on stuff, for more trainings and stuff like that. So stay tuned for that, and yeah, let's get into the video, guys.
A-Dubb Productions.
Alright guys, we have our SE600 all set up to embroider this file. Let's look at the screen real fast so we can see some information about the file. We see that it's a 36-minute stitch out, quite long, 14 minutes on the first part of the design and 23 minutes on the other part of the design, for a total of 14,057 stitches. We have our first color inside the machine already. You can't see it, but if I look over here, you can see that the machine is threaded already. You have the thread in there. All right, so we're just going to go ahead and start this design out. Only thing we gotta do is push our button right here and let the brother SE600 start embroidering and doing its thing, guys. Once again, as always, I have my regular cloth material along with tearaway stabilizer on the bottom right here. You see the tearaway stabilizer right here. Now, one thing I will say, a lot of people watch me doing these videos and they think that they could just use tearaway stabilizer on any material and that's it. You guys are going to be embroidering on different materials, different shirts, and different shirts require different types of stabilizer. All right. The reason why I use this specific cloth, right? Let me get an extra piece so you guys can see. All right. Here's a scrap piece of the cloth that I use when I'm doing these videos, right? Let me get some light on here. All right, so this is the type of material that I use. All right, this is a regular standard cloth that you can get from Joann's Fabric. And I'm going to tell you guys the reason why I use this cloth. The reason why I use this cloth is because this is a relatively stable piece of material, right? Doesn't have that much give to it, doesn't stretch that much. And this is what you want, this is what I use, and this is what you probably want to use when you're testing out designs, because it gives you the most accurate representation of how your embroider is supposed to turn out. If you use something that has a lot of give in it, it has a lot of give. So the fabric, let me show you something that has a lot of give. This is a flimsy material right here, right? It's a flimsy shirt. So when you hoop this shirt, the fabric's gonna do all types of things. It's gonna stretch. Too many variables. So every single time you do this, it's not gonna turn out the same way. You have to do a little bit more stabilizing. You can't just put a regular tearaway stabilizer on this and expect this piece of stabilizer to keep this fabric stable while it's embroidering. It can't do that, because while the machine is going through it, the fabric can do too much. So logically, it doesn't make any sense to think or to expect that this is going to stabilize this or any other different type of material. It doesn't make any sense if you just think about it, right? But what does make sense is a steady fabric like this that's pretty much still, doesn't have that much give, to use this to, you know, accurately see how your design is going to come out, right? So, if you want to embroider onto a fabric like this, you can do so. But just do not expect to use the same method. what I recommend is that you use, anytime you're embroidering onto clothes or something that you're gonna wear, which most of you guys are doing, right? Because that's the point of doing this. You're gonna use not tearaway stabilizer, you're gonna use cutaway stabilizer, right? You could even use this fabric right here, like a regular cloth, as your stabilizer, but you're not gonna use just the cloth. What you're gonna do is you are going to use a spray-on adhesive, and I've done this in several other videos. You're gonna spray the material with your spray-on adhesive, and you're going to adhere the material to the back of whatever that you're embroidering, right? And it's going to stabilize it, right? So let me give you an example, just for the video, all right? So this has give, right? This has give. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna spray a little bit of this on here now so you guys can see what I'm talking about. All right, it's just sticky as heck. I just made a mess, but this is all for you guys. I do stuff all for you guys, all right? So now I'm gonna put this on here, nice and flat. Let me try to like get this flat first because this stuff is very, very sticky. All right, I'm gonna put this on here. Let me get it flat. All right. This adheres to the shirt, right? Temporary adhesive. Now this part right here of the shirt, where the adhesive is on, this part right here that doesn't have the adhesive stretches. This part right here, this doesn't stretch as much because it has stabilizer. It has something that's stabilizing the garment so that when it hoops up and when it embroiders, it's stable, all right? See that? Give. Where I put on the stabilizer, it's stable, all right? See that? So now, when you go to embroider it, it's going to come out accurately. So, this is a lesson for everybody. If I ever digitize a file for you, you guys contact me back and say, hey, it's not coming out right. Can you make this different? Can you do this different? No, I can't, because I'm showing you that the file embroiders perfectly. It's not the embroidered file. It's actually, you just need some more practice embroidering. All right, that's all it is. You just need some more practice embroidering. So this is not something that is just plug and play. You can't just get an embroidery machine, get some tearaway stabilizer or even some cutaway stabilizer and just expect everything to come out perfectly. That's not how embroidering works. It's not that simple. If it was, everybody would be doing it. There's a huge learning curve. It took me a while to learn how to embroider stuff to come out good like this. It took me a while to understand backing. It took me a while to understand different threads, and you know, I'm still experimenting to this day. It's a learning process. So it's not that simple, guys. And I need you guys to, like, you know, just give yourself some time to learn the process. All right. This is why I make so many of these videos. It might look easy when I'm doing it in the videos because I've been doing it for a while, right? But you guys have to try to understand the process and have to logically kind of like understand that this fabric right here, right, is not the same as this fabric right here. It's kind of common sense, all right? And it's not really logical for you to expect for something to embroider the same way on leather as it does on denim, as it does on a certain weight fabric, or a fabric with a spandex, or you know, athletic material, nylon versus cloth versus suede. You can't expect something to embroider the same way on all fabrics using the same type of stabilizer. Your stabilizer is going to change from fabric to fabric, all right? And there's no one-stop solution for everything. Actually, there is. What I can advise you to do, if you just want to do one thing, is to use a spray-on adhesive. Use a spray-on adhesive and use cutaway stabilizer. Use a spray-on adhesive and cutaway stabilizer on everything, and you'll most likely always get great results. All right, so if you want to do that on everything, then you'll get great results on everything. All right, so I'm gonna let a little bit of this embroider out. If you haven't hit the thumbs up button, hit the thumbs up button. Let me know in the comments below if you've learned something, and don't forget to visit the merch store allanawade.com and buy yourself some channel merch to help support the channel. Guys, one more thing. Some of you guys have been having problems with a few of the items on the website. A few of the items on my website are drop shipped items. I'm gonna take all those items off because it's just too much of a headache to deal with. Drop shipping is a way. I'm quite sure you guys have saw it all over the internet. These drop shipping gurus making thousands and thousands of dollars because they found because you don't have to keep any inventory and stuff like that. So a few of the items on my website, not the stuff that I make, like for example, the spool savers, some of the embroidery scissors and stuff like that are drop ship items, which means like you order it from me, I get the order, I process the order through a third-party company, right? And that company, it comes from far away, and they fulfill the order and send it to you. I'm gonna stop doing that. I'm gonna take all those items out of my store because it's too much of a headache, and I'm getting people saying, "Why is it taking so long for me to get my order? Where's my order? I want a refund and stuff." And that never happens with the stuff that I order, with the stuff that I send you guys. So I'm just gonna not deal with the drop shipping stuff. I'm gonna take everything out of the store that's drop shipped, so I don't have to deal with that anymore. Just a FYI. So from now on, if you see any embroidery scissors or any spool savers and stuff on the website, just know that I have those items. I physically have those items in my possession, and they're not drop ship items. All right, so I'm gonna take all those stuff out of the store like right now as we speak. All right, so let me let a little bit of this embroider out, and I'll be right back, guys. But just know, if you ordered any of those items, they are on their way. They are in transit. I apologize for the inconvenience, but it's beyond my control. I've put in the order already, and I've checked, and they are in transit. All right, so just I apologize once again. Just be a little bit patient with me, because it's my responsibility because it is my store and stuff like that. But once I put the shipment in, I'm at the mercy of the fulfiller, the supplier to send your items out. And I don't like to work like that. I like to be in charge of everything. So I'm gonna, like I said, take those things out of the store because I don't want to do any more damage than has already been done. All right, and cause anybody to say, "Oh, you don't order anything from this site because if you do, it's gonna take forever, and he doesn't send anything, and I want my money back." And so, I don't want to do business like that, and I don't do business like that. As a matter of fact, I recently stopped using United States Postal Service and went to UPS because they're just better, and they get stuff fast, and they send people stuff fast. And in business, when you're first starting off, you got to learn this stuff, man. And it's something that I'm learning and something that, I'm going to keep on learning, keep on getting better at this stuff, all right? So, yeah, I'm going to let a little bit more of this embroider. I'm going to switch threads, and then I'll be right back. If you haven't done so already, please hit that like button. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you. All right, so this part of the design is done. I'm just going to raise it up a little bit. We're going to neaten this up just a little bit before we continue on. Just going to make a few trims. I'm going to trim... let me zoom in a little bit so you guys can see what I'm doing here. All right, we're gonna trim this. Let's around the edges a little bit, right here. All right, trim that a little fast. Get the scissors in between there. It's always a little difficult getting the scissors to go where you want them to go. All right, trim that. Just to keep it neat. Right. Trim this right here, and that's about it. That's all we need to do for right now. Trim this right here. Yep, can't see that right there in between the scissors. All right, blow that away. All right, so, and after you trim that, put it back in. Now, see, if you'd had that flimsy material just using tearaway stabilizer or cutaway stabilizer. Doing that right there would have shifted the shirt around alone. But when you use a spray-on backing, it keeps everything in place and everything is hooped. You want this thing to stay steady while it's embroidering. That's the whole point of using stabilizer, so that your garment stays stable, hence the term stabilizer. They just don't call it that because they needed a name. They call it that because it actually means something. The garment has to stay stable for it to embroider properly. All right. So now let me put the black thing in here, black thread in here. You can change this any color you want. You can use in here. You can use brown if you want to. All right, whatever color you want to. All right, so boom, boom. Go ahead and bring this thread through. You don't have to, but I just do it anyway. Just trim off a little bit of excess. All right. Oh, you guys didn't even see that. I didn't have the camera facing. And then you press a button and just let it start embroidering the other part of the design. All right, so how are we looking so far, guys? What do you guys think in the comments down below? Let me know, let me know, let me know. Let me know if you knew what I was talking about with the stabilizer and if it makes sense to you. Did I explain it in a way that makes sense? Do you guys get it? Does it make sense that thin fabric can't be embroidered, can't possibly be embroidered the same way as thicker fabric? Does it make sense that you have to use spray-on adhesive and adhere something to the back of the material to help that fabric stay stable, because it has a needle going in and out of it and it's moving around and that fabric might move? There's all that. Whoa, whoa, whoa. See? Look at that. Look at that. Now this right here can happen sometimes. See that right there? Whoa. So what I'm going to do in this instance is I'm going to hit the cut button. That is interesting. That's never happened to me on the SE600. So I hit the cut button so that we can cut that part out, so that so that the thread can cut away from the garment. All right. Whoa. Sheesh. All right. So the thread started getting all these little things going through it. I'm going to cut right here, and I'm going to rethread it. And I'm going to show you guys something real fast. All right, just going to rethread. Boom, boom, boom. All right, we're not going to cut the side of the video because this is a learning experience for you guys. It's a learning thing right here. So I'm going to pull a little bit excess thread through to make sure all that part is gone. All right. That's messed up. All right, and I'm gonna go ahead and finish threading it over again. All right, now we're good to go on a thread. Now we're gonna deal with the actual garment. All right, very, very interesting that happened, because so you're gonna do something like that happens to you. You're gonna think, oh my gosh, I messed up my shirt, or I messed up what's the name. No, you haven't. Just trim it. All right, trim it. All right, looking good, right? Trim it. All right, now you're gonna go to the screen on your embroidery machine. All right, you're gonna go to the screen on your embroidery machine. Let me take that off. All right, then you're gonna press this button right here. Then you're gonna subtract 10, 20 stitches. I'll subtract 30, all right? All right, and now you're gonna hit OK, and then we're gonna start from there, all right? I subtracted 30 stitches from that, so it's going to subtract 30 stitches. All right, so we're going to start from right here, and it's going to go over part of what it did already and kind of like overlap. All right, so here we go. Embroidering back again. Already did that part. Already did this part, and it's just going over. All right, so we're good to go. Didn't mess up anything, just went over a part that it did already. And look, it looks like nothing ever happened, right? You're welcome. You're welcome. Just showed you guys something new. I've done this in another video before, but that's just in case anything bad happens, like what just happened, like the thread becomes messed up. You can go ahead and subtract some stitches so that the machine does whatever it previously did over again. All right? And that's it. That's all that does. All right, now it's doing the outline. You got the hat, the graduation hat with the tassel All right, now you're putting a shield around it. All right, fabric nice and stable. See that? Looks good, right? Yeah, I know. You know, the kid knows what he's talking about a little bit, guys. That's why you guys subscribe to the channel, right? I know a little bit something. So this is a design that a client contacted me and said, hey, can you digitize this for me? And this is just a follow-along video and a comprehensive follow-along video so they can, you know, have a good idea of how to get the garment, get the design to come out good on their garment, because they were having a little bit of difficulty doing it. And I know sometimes like that, as a consumer, sometimes you can think like, well, this guy didn't do a good job. And the variable is, well, how come it's coming out good in his video, but when I do it, it doesn't come out that way? Well, it could be several reasons. Could be because, you know, some people, you know, you need some more time with your embroidery machine. But I don't think that was the case. I think the case is that this specific client just was using the wrong method to stabilize their garment, and their expectations were high because they watch the videos and see how I do stuff, and your expectations should be high. But your expectations in what you produce can significantly be limited based off of your experience with doing this stuff. So you can't expect to get on an embroidery machine if you've never embroidered before and embroider perfectly. It's just not realistic for this specific field. Other fields, yeah, like you can buy a Silhouette Cameo 4 and you can buy a heat press and have the Cameo 4 cut something out and weed it, and it's going to come out looking good because there's not that many variables. Like vinyl is vinyl. When it gets cut and it gets weeded, it is what it is. Like it's going to come out fine. But with embroidery, and you're dealing with material, and material can shift, and material can move, and you're dealing with a needle, and a needle can do different things, and you just saw an accident that happened right there, and that could have ruined your design. If you don't know how to do that trick that I just showed you, then you wouldn't know how to save it, and all types of different variables. You don't know how a digitized design is supposed to look, and this is how it's supposed to look. I embroider on these little pieces of cloth because I don't want to use a shirt every single time for something that I'm not going to wear. Right? I could use a shirt every time for something I'm not going to wear, but it'll be a waste of a shirt, right? So I use these different little small pieces of cloth because it's a stable material, right? And it gives you an accurate representation of what the digitized file is supposed to look like. All right, so that's the reason why I do what I do. All right, now it's gonna finish this part, and it's gonna jump to the lettering. When it jumps to the lettering, you're gonna stop and you're gonna trim that stitch, because if you don't, it's gonna embroider over that trim and you're gonna have a mess at the end of the design. All right, so slow down and jump. All right here you stop it, and you raise the foot up, and then you trim, and come in here and trim again. All right, lower, keep on letting it do its thing. All right, now you neaten that up a little bit. That was crazy how that thread got all tangled up, right? That's why in some cases it's not good to walk away from your embroidery machine while things are embroidering. All right, so I'm gonna let a little bit more of this stitch out, and I'm glad that happened. You had some more learning experiences with this one, with the SE6. Give this video a thumbs up if you learned something more, and I'll be right back, guys. Let me let this embroider. Second line, you're gonna trim again, and third line, of course, you're gonna trim again. All right, so yeah, be right back, guys.
A-Dubb Productions.
So approaching the end of this letter right here, and it's gonna go from here to down here, and of course, you're gonna wanna make that cut, because if you don't, like I said, it's gonna embroider over top of the jump stitch, and you don't want that, because it's gonna look ugly. It's gonna look ugly, and it's gonna be hard to clean up afterwards. Hard to or impossible to clean up afterwards. See how legible that is right there? All right, now when it makes that jump, you just press the button and stop it. Boom, 1, 2, stop it. All right, raise the foot up, clip this thread, put your scissors in between, come back way down as close as you can, and clip that thread, and then let it do its thing. All right, let it do its a thing. Let it do its a thing. I'm starting to act silly, guys. But I haven't hit the gym yet, guys. Normally I hit the gym every morning, but I wanted to get this video out, and I want to do another video today, so stay tuned for that. Guys, let me know down below. I'm I'm about to go to St. John's. I took the COVID-19 test because they require a COVID-19 test for you to go to St. John's. I'm going to St. John's for my birthday. For those who don't know what St. John is, it's a part of the U.S., one of the U.S. Virgin Islands. All right, so we're going to St. John. Let me know if you guys want to see what's popping in St. John, if you guys want to see my hotel, if you guys want to see the beach, if you guys want to see what's going on there, then I can document the whole thing or document parts that I can. Because like I said, it's going to be my birthday and we're going to be out there. So let me know what you guys, if you guys are interested in that, and I'll post that on the channel. Of course, we're going to take some A-Dubb Productions merch out there so we can give away to some St. John's people so they can, you know, be part of Dub Nation, maybe join up and get some free promotion, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, guys, so let me know what you guys think about that, and I'm going to let this stitch out a little bit more, and we'll be back. By the time we come back, we should be near the end of this on the third line. On the third line, I believe it gets down here, then it jumps right down here, so we won't need to stitch that. We won't need to trim that until the very end of the design. So I'm gonna let all that embroider out, and we'll be right back. All right, guys, give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already. Let me know what you think about these designs. This design right here. Also, let me know if you guys want some new designs on AllanAWade.com. What I'm thinking about doing is putting the not only the .pes on there, but the .dsts also. I think that can improve my profit margin and improve sales if I put .dsts on there for the commercial embroidery machines, because some of you guys have commercial machines. So I think I'm going to start to implement that. Those, however, would have to be zip files. Where you can download it, unzip it, and then you got the DST and the .pes in there. People are already having problems just downloading a .pes file, so I can imagine if I made it a zip file, it'd be crazy. Oh man, the things we go through, guys. But yeah, I'll be right back, guys. I'm definitely gonna do that though. I'll be right back. If you're new to the channel and you haven't subscribed yet, please hit the subscribe button. I greatly appreciate it. It helps me out a lot. Thank you. Alright guys, this part right here is done. Let me show you guys what I'm talking about. It's going to go from here to here and stitch out backwards, this part right here. Alright, so boom, jumps to that line right there. And of course, this little trim right here can be trimmed out afterwards, after the whole entire design is stitched out. So let me just let this part right here complete, be done, and then we'll pull the whole thing out. We'll take a look at it, and then that'll be that, guys. What do you guys think so far? Looks good, looks acceptable. If you can stabilize your garment right, then you can have this on your merch. All right, so yeah, be right back.
A-Dubb Productions.
All right, guys, we're all done. Just swipe once, release the side right here. And guys, if you haven't purchased your brother SE600 yet, if they are any available, use my Amazon link down in the description below to purchase yours. Just gonna make the necessary trims right here and everywhere else that you want to make a trim at. You know, I'm not gonna go through it all. Of course, right here, you know, make the trims. You guys see where the trims need to be made. I don't need to do this every single time. Right there, right there, right there, right there, right there. All those little trims. All right. So let me know what you guys think about this design right here. I think it came out dope. As long as you use the right stabilizer, it should come out exactly like it is right here. You guys saw me right on this video embroider it all out, let you guys know exactly how to do it. Like I said, this is for a client. It's not on the website or anything like that. Obviously, it's for Shear Perfection Academy of Cosmetology, established 2014. So Shear Perfection, if you're watching this video, leave your information in the comments below so people can know where to check out Shear Perfection Academy in Cosmetology. All right. So yeah, it seems like it's a cosmetology school, which is awesome. Everybody needs to maintain their appearance and be groomed properly and stuff like that. So I highly support businesses like that. Okay. So get some tape or whatever and get the rest of the stuff off because it frays like that if you just take it out like that. Some tape and stick. Anyway, guys, let me know what you guys think about this design in the comments down below. Is it a good stitched out file? Is it a good digitized file? Let me know. We'll be rating these from now on, and stay tuned. we have some video coming up on the Racoma MT1501. We now have a I'll show you guys. I can show you guys a robot frame, and that enables you to embroider onto shoes. So stay tuned for that. Stay tuned for some 3D puff hats. And we're going to try to do a 3D puff hat on this machine right here. So stay tuned for that, guys. All right. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. I think our design came out really, really good. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. And I'll see you guys on the next video. Don't forget to visit the merch store, AllanAway.com. Buy yourself some channel merch. Help support the channel. And yeah, follow me on social medias. Follow me on Instagram, A-Dubb.Productions. Follow me here. Subscribe to the channel. Talk to you guys later. Peace. Turn up that, crank it up. Why listen to the rest when you're rocking with the best, baby?